Welcome back, everybody. This is DJ Numismatics, and I stopped at about 6 banks today, and Santa Claus was at every one of them, and he decided to fill up a sack and then some. Ended up getting 2 rolls of dollar coins, 3 rolls of halves, 13 rolls of quarters, 41 rolls of pennies, and 29 rolls of nickels, believe it or not. So let me get these situated, and I'll probably do a 2-part video on this because that video would be way too long if I went through all these at once. So I'll get back with you guys soon and tell you what we're going to search first. Well, I'm back, and I think what I'll do is I'll go through the quarters and nickels first in this part, and then we'll do the other ones in another part. I noticed there is 10 rolls of circulated, and I forgot I stopped at a grocery store and picked up $30 in, from what it looks to be, uncirculated stuff. So hopefully I'll find some West Points. The main reason I stopped at the grocery store was to pick up some beef jerky to taunt one of my buddies over on another channel for the love of jerky. Check them out, they're pretty fun. It's an adult themed channel, so this stuff is delicious, Robert. Alright, let me get these out of the way and we'll get started. Well, those uncirculated rolls didn't have any West Points in them, and right now I'm on roll number 8 of the quarters, and I just came across see if we can get this under the camera. If not, I'll put it under my scope and show you. That is a 1999 Delaware quarter, and I don't know if you can make it out. Yeah, I think I'll have to put this one under the scope for you guys. Well, you can kind of see it right there at the tip of the mouth. It is the spitting horse. Let me put it under the scope so you can get a better look at it. So as you can see, here's the mouth, and right through here is where it spits. I've actually seen these a lot wider, a lot bigger, and I've actually seen them really short. This is my 3rd one I've found in a month now. I've been looking for them for quite a few years and never found any, and then all of a sudden I found 3 of them. The other one is only about this long, but pretty cool find. Let's finish them up. Same roll towards the end here, and we've got and I came across this 2015 Philadelphia minted Nebraska Homestead quarter. As you can see on the top of the roof, it's got the snow on the roof. I'll pop it under the scope because you can't really see the other part. I'll be right back. As you can see, there's a nice die chip up here on the roof. That's they call it the snow on the roof, and actually if you look over here, you can see die breaks all through here. That's usually snow on the roof too. And then down here, it isn't quite a fully leaky bucket, but you can see the die chip down here. This is usually all in comfits too. I looked for the double dies. I didn't see them up in here because there's quite a few different double dies you can look for on this thing. Cool find. Second one I found so far. The other one was a lot less snow on the roof. And there's also a version where there's a die crack that runs through here. They call it the lightning on the roof. Neat find. I'll be back with some more. Well, I finished up those quarters, and there wasn't a whole lot in them. I did find, oops, sorry about that, 2 Philadelphia Drummer Boy 76s and 3 Denver Drummer Boy 76s. None of them had the DDO. And then I got a Puerto Rico Denver, an American Samoa Denver, and a U.S. Virgin Islands Philadelphia to add to my rolls. I did find that Delaware spitting horse, the snow on the roof, Homestead quarter, and I came across these 2. I'm going to do a little more research before I actually bring you in on them, and I'll probably bring you on the video. There's from 65 through 67, they have some really good double dies. 66s I think is a DDR, and the 67 and 65 have some really nice DDOs on them, and I think I've got these and these, but I'm going to do a little more research before you bring it on them. And I do believe this 65 here, it's in amazing shape for its age. It's probably the best 65 I found in circulation. Both sides, actually. And I do believe this might have the DDO and DDR. And like I said, I'll do a little more research on them, and I'll make a separate video if they are, just to explain what to look for. That thing is beautiful. So, that being said, quarters done. Let's jump into some nickels. Well, that didn't take long. I pulled these 2 coins away from the first roll, and I'm already coming up with a find. And that is a 1955 out of Denver. I'll check it for the D over S off screen here, so if I find it, I'll bring you in. If not, we'll move on to the next coin. Roll number 5, and we got another find. And that's a 1958 out of Denver. I don't know if you could see it really good, but he's looking a little green. This one, this nickel might be a little bit seasick. Well, let me finish up this roll and bring you back on the next one. We're on roll 7 of the nickel hunt, and we got a, oh, hang on, another 50-cent nickel, and that's a 1959 out of Denver. We're on roll number 12 of the hunt, and we got another find here. It is a 1954 S. I'll throw it under the scope and we'll check it for the S over D. Give me a second here. And I'm definitely not seeing it. Another find for the hunt though. We're on roll 19 and we're going to have our first foreign of the box, and that is a .2000 Beaver from Canada. We're on roll 23 of the hunt, and we got another find, and that is a 1954 out of Philly. We're on roll 26, and 1 coin from the end. We got another find, and that's a 1952 out of Philly. Well, I finished off those last few rolls, and that was probably my lightest nickel hunt I've had in a while. Came across the 6 from the 50s, the Canadian, and I pulled 4 really nice ones, a 64, an 83, a 70D, and another 64. I'll check them against my albums just to see if they upgrade. And then I found this one here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it has got some crazy toning on it. See if I can set it down here. Get you to see the tone in here. This thing is got some extremely crazy toning on it. The edges are purpley. If it wasn't for the nicks on the front, I would definitely keep it for my album. So out of the entire hunt, my favorite finds is probably that 65 and 7. Like I said, I'll do some more research and maybe do another video on them if they do come up to be the double dies. And then the Delaware Spitting Horse and the Homestead Snow on the Roof Leaky Bucket. Finds are pretty short on this one, so I think I'll still make a 2-part version of this, and I'll bring it back on part 2 when I go through the rest of Santa's sack. I'll post a link up here and down below for my eBay page. I do sell a lot of my finds on eBay, and I price them pretty reasonably. And then I'll also post down below here some links to some of the sites that I check for varieties on. So until next time, everybody, thanks for watching. Join me for part 2, and happy hunting.